In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 10, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Iowa State versus Kansas. The Iowa State Cyclones play the Kansas Jayhawks on Saturday in the semifinals of the Big 12 Conference Tournament at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Missouri. Iowa State pulled off an upset on Thursday when defeating number 10 ranked Baylor 78-72 in the quarterfinals. Kansas defeated West Virginia 78-61 in its quarterfinals on Thursday. Iowa State has won each of its last 2. Kansas bounced back from a loss to Texas with its victory over West Virginia and has won 8 of the last 9. Iowa State is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games following a win, and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 Friday games, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record. Kansas is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following an against the spread win, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 games overall. After dropping its regular season finale, Kansas got back on track in the quarterfinals. Still, the Cyclones have more momentum heading into this matchup after beating Baylor for the 3rd time. Iowa State is a scary team to face in a tourney setting and will prove it against Kansas, competing start to finish. The Cyclones are a rugged defensive team coming off a dominating rebounding performance. They'll be a tough out in the semifinals, proving they're a team to watch in the NCAA tournament. So the Iowa State Cyclones to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The under was 6-1 in Iowa State's last 7 regular season games and is 5-0 in Kansas' last 5 overall. This season, the under was 2-0 in the 2 meetings between these teams. The Cyclones are 327th in tempo, averaging only 64.3 possessions per game. While the Jayhawks are higher tempo, I expect this to be another slower-paced affair between these familiar conference foes. The Cyclones won't dominate the Jayhawks on the boards as they did versus Baylor, but I wouldn't be shocked if they had a rebounding advantage in Friday's matchup, leading to fewer possessions for Kansas. Iowa State will make this a rugged match, holding the Jayhawks under their season average from the field and slowing down the game. Kansas won't be able to run away with this game late. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Duke versus Miami, Florida. We've reached the semifinals of the Atlantic Coast Conference Tournament as a pair of teams do battle in the Tar Heel State, looking to reach the tournament title game. The 4th-seeded number 21 Duke Blue Devils do battle with the top-seeded number 14 Miami Hurricanes Friday night. Duke steamrolled 6th-seeded Pitt by a 96-69 score in the quarterfinals Thursday afternoon, easily covering the 5.5-point spread in that contest. Miami hung on to down 9th-seeded Wake Forest in their semifinal matchup, prevailing 74-72, though they failed to cover the line as a 6.5-point favorite Thursday afternoon in their previous game. In the all-time series between the teams, the Blue Devils own a 24-10 advantage. This season, the teams split 2 meetings, with the Blue Devils prevailing 68-66 at home on January 23rd before Miami rolled to an 81-59 home triumph in the most recent matchup on February 6th. The Blue Devils are 1-10 against the spread in their last 11 games following against the spread win. The Hurricanes are 7-0-1 against the spread in their last 8 Friday games and 18-6 against the spread in their last 24 games following against the spread loss. The under is 5-1 in Blue Devils' last 6 neutral site games. The under is 6-1 in Hurricanes' last 7 neutral site games. The underdog is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. The teams split 2 meetings this season, with each team winning at home. Miami walloped Duke at home in their previous contest, prevailing by 22 points. Duke has won 7 straight games as they have turned things around after a slow start on the offensive end of the floor. The Blue Devils are going to be tested defensively by an explosive Miami offensive unit. Miami does have plenty of experience to build around, and they are facing a Duke team that is rather lacking in that department. The Blue Devils have played well of late, but Miami has the ability to outgun teams almost at will. I can understand why Duke is favored here, as it's playing some of its best ball right now, and it's pretty much the home team with the venue in North Carolina. However, Miami has been comfortable in the underdog role all year. In fact, the Miami Hurricanes win as underdogs by an average of 3 points, and they're 6-0 against the spread when underdogs. The Hurricanes have the slight advantage as they punch their ticket to the title game. So the Miami, Florida Hurricanes to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. This season, the Blue Devils have seen the under record of 19-12-1 mark in their 32 games with a posted total. Duke comes into this game 46th in offensive efficiency and 27th in defensive efficiency on the year according to Ken Palm. The Blue Devils are 291st in tempo as they average 65.3 possessions a night in the early going this season. Duke is 7th in offensive rebounding percentage and 21st in effective field goal percentage defense this season. Miami has seen the under hit in 17 of their 31 games, with 1 push in relation to the total this season. The Hurricanes are 13th in offensive efficiency, 22nd in effective field goal percentage, and 62nd in offensive rebounding percentage this year. Miami doesn't beat themselves as they are 68th in turnover percentage on the offensive end of the floor. The Hurricanes are 105th in the nation in tempo with 69 possessions a night. We've seen the under hit in 3 of the last 4 meetings, and with both teams playing for the second straight day, look for scoring to be deflated a bit, keeping this game just short of the mark. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arkansas versus Texas Agricultural and Mechanical. The Southeastern Conference quarterfinals in Nashville roll on Friday night with the 10th-seeded Arkansas Razorbacks getting set to take on the 2nd-seeded Texas Agricultural and Mechanical Aggies. Arkansas reached the quarterfinals thanks to an upset win over 7th-seeded Auburn on Thursday afternoon. The Aggies, with the second-best league mark this year, earned the double bye into the quarterfinals. Arkansas is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 Friday games and 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 neutral site games, while the over is 8-1 in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record. The Texas Aggies is 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games overall and 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record, while the over is 4-1 in their last 5 neutral site games. The Aggies have yet to play a game this week thanks to their number 2 seeding, while the Razorbacks dispatched Auburn in a gritty battle on Thursday night. This game is essentially a pick'em, with the Aggies opening as a narrow 1-point favorite. It is possible that this line moves in either direction before game time. The 2 teams split their regular season meetings, each winning on their home court. The major difference between those 2 results was that Nick Smith Jr. did not play in the Arkansas loss, or rather, he only played 4 minutes. With Smith on the floor, Arkansas is both a good offense and defense. The Aggies thrive on getting to the foul line, and if they are going to win this game, they will need to hit the offensive glass hard and force their way to the free throw line. I think Arkansas and their offensive aggression will suit them well in this matchup. While much is made about the importance of the byes and the extra rest in conference tournaments, it is also the case that teams who have already played a game are much more loose and free on offense. I think Arkansas playing Thursday while the Aggies were idle is something that plays to the advantage of the Hogs. The Aggies have been the hot hand coming into this game, but the Hogs looked really good against Auburn and just aren't a team I'm really looking to go against right now that they're pretty much healthy. The Texas Aggies has played really well, but you could argue that the Hogs should have won both meetings in the regular season, and I'm just not sure I trust the Aggies to get the job done on a neutral floor. So the Arkansas Razorbacks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Arkansas comes into this matchup with the 50th fastest pace of play in the country. The Razorbacks have had their way with the Aggies defense in the 2 games, shooting over 50% in the first game and 56% in the first half of the second game. Arkansas comes into this matchup after shooting 56% in the second round against Auburn. Arkansas has also gone past the over in 5 of its last 6 games. The Aggies are 2-2 to the over in the last 4 games, but I don't believe that their 11th ranked scoring defense in the Southeastern Conference will be able to slow down Arkansas. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.